I just noticed, or I just watched the interaction, the subtle interaction between Alexa Bliss and Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy made his presence felt on Monday Night Raw tonight, and the questions have been leaning toward, after weeks and weeks and weeks of questions, of comments, of subtle hints that Alexa Bliss could have something to do with Bray Wyatt, with the Firefly logo popping up during Alexa Bliss's segment, and Alexa Bliss going into a trance, the likes of which we have not seen since Bubba Ray Dudley would drop people through a table back in 1999 and the year 2000. It is something that has been a way, just that subtle drop of character switching. It's something that we have not seen in a very long time. The subtlety and also the depth has been missing from Alexa's character for a very long time. So seeing this is a welcome sight of sorts. But the fact of the matter is, they need to keep dropping these little driblets, these little additives. They need to keep dropping these little partial, you know, partial hints, suggestions. They don't need confrontation. They don't need in ring action. They don't need physicality. They could have stuff like this add to the story and have the full overarching thing continue to build and continue to build and continue to move forward. This is the first time that Uncle Howdy has been featured on Monday Night Raw, and this is the bigger picture now, that it isn't just about Bray Wyatt, it's also about Alexa Bliss. Because Alexa Bliss was kind of sort of hinting at maybe hiding her personality, disguising herself to fit in, not really being herself and feeling like she needed to hide. She needed to hide who she was to be accepted by her peers. And much like the Bray Wyatt story, much like Bray Wyatt's promo recently, where he broke down in the ring and attacked the cameraman, that keeps us guessing. Stuff like that keeps us guessing about what's going to happen next. But the promo we heard from Alexa Bliss, in my opinion, was one of her best and one of her most sincere since she came up. Because also, since she came back, since she started being featured again, it was, I feel like, Bianca as the featured babyface. It was Asuka getting some time, but it wasn't Alexa Bliss getting time. Alexa Bliss was the one that would take the fall. Alexa Bliss was the one who was pushed to the background and was a secondary character in the play that featured Bianca Belair and Bayley as the main stars. But Alexa Bliss now has slid from the background to the foreground, and Alexa Bliss is now one of the featured performers once again, because the plan is set in motion for Alexa to be a featured star again. They just needed to wait for the right time to strike. This was ominous. It was eerie. It was everything you wanted in what we've seen from Bray Wyatt, but it had a different feel because it had a different person attached to it. And the intrigue has risen up to a different level, in my opinion. But this is also the reason why I think that I have said that long term booking is so important in professional wrestling and is something that has been missing from WWE for the longest time, because you have to figure that Rob Fee and Bray Wyatt work this out back at Extreme Rules, and you're going to see people start being integrated into the Bray Wyatt story and to the Bray Wyatt arc. You figure that LA Knight was one of the people that he handpicked to be a part of it from the very beginning. Alexa Bliss, he handpicked from the very beginning. Bray Wyatt and Rob Fee. Rob Fee is the man behind long-term storytelling with WWE or long-term booking with WWE. I mean, I guess he's probably the one coming up with the work in the storyboard, and Triple H and others on the creative team are the ones fine tuning it, I guess you could say. But the fact of the matter is, this is the reason. It is stuff like this that is the reason why I've said for years that long term booking is something that is desperately needed in WWE, because look at the long term story that they're telling. Bray Wyatt has wrestled once, and it was on a house show since he returned, but has not lost the intrigue, has not lost the interest of the fans. And with the infusion of Uncle Howdy and the intrigue of who he is and what he's doing here, being added to the fact that he is not just a person that pops up on the Titantron every now and again, that he is actually a person that could be here, and a person that has gotten physical attacking Bray Wyatt on a recent episode of SmackDown. And now he's not just with Bray, he's attached to Alexa too. He's attached to Alexa too, and he's the reason why Alexa's been seeing. You have to figure he's the reason why Alexa's been seeing the Firefly logo, and has had that effect. It has had that effect on her. I don't know if they could pull off a multiple personality gimmick for Alexa too, or if they want to go the route of, like I said, Alexa showing that she wasn't herself, and now she's being herself, her true self, that she doesn't want to fake and stay hidden anymore. That she is actually being who she is supposed to be and who she's been hiding from for the last better part of a year. I enjoyed the segment. I thought it gave just enough and didn't give too much, but also added to the intrigue and the interest. It rose the interest level from here to here in the Bray Wyatt angle and the Uncle Howdy stuff, because now Uncle Howdy has another dance partner to play with outside of Bray Wyatt, and it's Alexa Bliss. This brings the question, is that Wyatt faction actually going to happen, or is that Wyatt faction something that was just something relating to Bray's gimmick now in WWE? What's it gonna be like? Is Uncle Harper gonna be infused, as maybe Uncle Harper could be the good side of Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy's the dark side? And how is Uncle Howdy going to interact with Alexa Bliss? How is this going to change things? Has Bianca Belair finally met her match with Alexa Bliss? And will this affect? Will Alexa be the one who wins the Royal Rumble? Are we seeing the person who's going to be challenging Bianca Belair at WrestleMania in Alexa Bliss because of Uncle Howdy, and how this interaction and how these two are going to dance on Monday Night Raw? That's something we got to wait and find out. But as you can tell, I'm excited, and I hope you are too. But my reaction is nothing but positive to this, because not just because it further proves my point of the importance of long-term booking and long-term storytelling in professional wrestling, but also because I thoroughly enjoyed every single second of this angle and think it could have went on for a little bit longer. But it went perfect and showed the potential that this angle has, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. But that has been my thoughts on this and my review of Uncle Howdy visiting Alexa Bliss on Raw tonight. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and if you want to see more videos like this, feel free to let me know down in the comment section. But I'm done for the night, and I will see you in the next video.